Hello everybody, and just here, and welcome back to Arifureta, Season 3, Episode 1. I'm a little bit late with it, but you might have seen the community post. I was kind of hit by a lot of like seasonal depression, and it wasn't fun days, and yeah, but thankfully that's passed mostly. So we are here with Arifureta. I'm not at like 100% of my capacity, so to speak. I even had like a dentist visit today, so yeah, not fun time. But I think Arifureta might alleviate some of those mental pains in a way, mental and physical. So yeah, here we are. Where did we end season 2 actually? Well, it didn't actually end at season 2, did it? There was that like movie that was kind of sorta released as a two-parter OVA kind of thing, right? That was a thing. And and there was a special as well, I think. Shit, it's been like what, 3 years? I really don't remember all that much. I think season 2 ended with Hajime and the gang, with like Hajime making a ship and taking Mew back to her hometown, right? Right. And yeah, I remember Mew calling Hajime Papa, and it was weird with Mew's like actual mother being there, right? That was a whole like thing there, wasn't it? The whole like running gag. Then Hajime at the very end had like some sort of a epiphany about going back to his original world and potentially taking his harem with him, right? Something like that. And or that might have been the special. I'm not sure actually. The two-parter movie was when they were investigating some sort of anomaly thingamajig in the open sea, or did it catch them in the open sea? Maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, they were in the open sea on their brand new ship, and they get transported into the past, right? Into and they met the previous, well, not heroes, but like the previous isekai people. I think like their predecessors essentially, right? And they joined forces. The previous people who found out that the god of this world might not actually be the good guy here, right? And they were disappeared by the kingdom or something like that, right? That was a plot point here. And they met them and they joined forces and fought together, and then had a teary goodbye as the past stayed in the past, and Hajime and his harem returned to the boat, laying down on the boat, and there was some gag with the bunny girl with Shia. She said something funny, I think, and that's where it ended. Yeah, that's as much as I remember. So hopefully we're gonna get some sort of a refresher on what exactly happened, because I tried to look up really quick the ending of season 2 on some sort of an anime streaming site, not of the paid kind, granted, and all of the links are down, so I couldn't do that, and I didn't feel like downloading the torrent again, so my memory's gonna have to do. Yeah, I mean, I think that's gonna be it for the intro. So how about we just watch it? If you're new to the channel, then why are you watching Arifureta season 3 when you haven't seen Arifureta season 1? Have I recorded season 1? I haven't. I recorded season 2. So yeah, go and watch that first, or maybe not. Maybe you like watching things out of order. That's, you know, I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. Yeah, if you're unfamiliar, now we're doing the intro, then we're gonna go through the video with the timer so that YouTube doesn't copy strike it. Then we will go through the anime here again in the corner, then we go through the staff, voice actors. There's not going to be much to go through. I don't suppose any of the staff, or, well, the staff might have changed, but I don't suppose any of the voice actors did. Maybe some new characters, I don't know. Then I'm gonna give my closing thoughts, and the video ends. Sounds fine. Sounds fine. All right. So how about we stop dawdling and start watching, shall we? To do that, you're gonna need your subs, of course, to follow along with me. I'm gonna need my sound to hear what's going on in the show, and I'm gonna have to ask you for support. Support the channel if you want to monetarily on Patreon, YouTube down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word. It costs absolutely nothing and helps the channel a lot. And with that, we can start watching Arifureta Season 3 in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we do get a recap. Right. There was the volcano, there was... Yeah, the demon dude, who I don't think is fully defeated yet, is he? Yeah. Oh, right, that was the labyrinth. Right, it wasn't any sort of like an anomaly or something, but yeah. No, it was a completely different plot line. Right. Yeah, I thought the season just ended at the whole, like, Muse place. But yeah, there was the whole thing with the apostles, with the temple, yeah, and the whole like Colosseum thing. One of his classmates died, right? Or well, died, was killed, and the classmate girl was saved, right? The was it the priestess? Yeah, Kaori. Right, she went through the whole like transformation, and now they have a bomber plane, of course. I love how ridiculous it is. Opening? Opening. That's not great English. I've recently been rewatching Symphogear again, and it really reminds me of Finney's English in episode like what, 4, 5, something thereabouts. Not now, but early. This kind of sound. Yeah, some sort of a party. Classic Arifureta CG. uh, I mean, I regularly shit on bad CG, and I really find it grating and whatnot, but I mean, it's a staple of this show right now. It's just part of Arifureta's identity. I can't really say anything wrong about CG here. It's like, I don't know, complaining about One Piece having ships, right? It doesn't work. It's not a good argument. uh, hmm. Gotcha. Yeah, so a very militaristic nation. They're probably not picky. They probably take humans as well. Yeah, just angry with the situation and the standing of her species. You know, bit of a backstory. Exited? Not like exiled? I very rarely see the construction of someone or something was exited. No, probably not. Yeah. Right, because they're dangerous. No, no, it can't. He. Hajime doesn't really give a fuck, does he? Yeah, he just wants to go back home. I mean, he's probably gonna help if opportunity arises, right? Like, absolutely no doubt there. He's a good boy after all. Uh, but yeah, he's not gonna go out of his way to do that. The subtle art of not giving a fuck, basically. I mean, you know the truth as well now, right? All of you do, to some degree. Yeah, that's his like prime directive: survive, protect myself and mine, go back to my world. Why put yourself in harm's way if it's unnecessary? That is also true. He worked for that. But to go back, true. Monsters? No. I thought it's some dragon or something flying overhead. We're saving the beastmen after all. Yes, of course. Uh, yeah, don't pretend, Hajime. We all know you wanna do it. Someone you know? Uh, Refresh my memory, please. Or are they gonna do the assaulting? Yeah, warrior bunnies. It was just a trap to drag the soldiers in. Yeah, seems to be the case. And here I thought Hajime's gonna like drop like a rod from God kind of attack. Alas, it doesn't seem to be necessary. Clean through. uh, yes. You should have seen the ones trained personally by Hajime. Yeah. Oh, so they were some of the ones trained by him. Gotcha, gotcha. Right, the entire tribe got black hair, didn't they? Yeah, there was something like that, wasn't there? That was season one, there, wasn't it? Yeah, I have every right to not remember. I'm sorry. I love this series dearly, but I'm not gonna rewatch it for the sake of third season. Although maybe I should. I don't know. Oh, magic. RFG? Yeah, some sort of an RFG like attack. Ah, amazing music. Oh, not even RFG, just his sniper rifle. If it can be called that. Or like an anti-material one. Yeah. Yeah, it's not just his chuny side. Now, granted, I mean, he probably could lose this eye patch. It's not like he has a gaping hole there. He has, like, what? The red gem, right? That's a big plane. Only now can you really appreciate the scale. Right. I mean, that's basically what's happening right now. Kinda, yeah. I mean, you have superior technology, indistinguishable from magic. You arrive in a unidentified flying object. Praise from the boss himself. Yeah, all of them good questions. Uh, of course. Hajime might not be a Chunin, but the rabbits sure are. Of course. Amazing names, amazing poses, amazing camera angles. The name of your group? Oh, Hajime's name. Of course. Hmm. Just Big Boss. Uh, yeah, he's never beating the Chunin allegations, is he? Not with a name like that. Oh, they're using their full names. Of course. I mean, when you have a name like that, you gotta use the whole thing. Otherwise, it would be a waste, wouldn't it? I mean, yeah, those certainly are some of his characteristics. Okay, so everybody got down onto ground eventually. Let's give you a nickname. Or that. Probably a worse punishment here. Oh, just okay. We're just gonna transport them. Why not? I mean, again, it's a very big plane, so he has space to spare. Mm. Well, that's no bueno. Of course. It hurts him so much to use those names. I don't think it was bad timing. I think it was like very good timing on their part. They might even like caused a monster stampede or something to weaken them in the first place. Or maybe they were also caught in that stampede or again whatever it was. Probably, yeah. And then vanished? Or were they wiped out? Okay, vanished. So presumably captured. Well, we're saving the Beastmen. Exactly like the like Koki wanted. Balfred Balfeld. uh, of course. He would like to, but unfortunately, he's the goodest of boys. He sees his friends in need and he immediately jumps in to help them. Uh, Amazing Gapmoe. Afraid to do that in front of her clansmen, maybe? Or just putting a brave face. There we go. There we go. Yes, you are. I mean, sure, maybe not all the time, but most of the time. Of course. Okay, well, we have our first arc, saving the rabbits. Perhaps RFGing the capital of this empire. That would be a nice retribution, I'd say. Yeah, his spirit's not broken whatsoever. Ooh, title drop. Curiously, I just noticed this season is scheduled for 16 episodes. Interesting. I was under the impression that perhaps they want to cover like everything with those 16 episodes, right? The remainder of the light novel. I mean, thank you for this ending. The remainder of the light novel or manga or whatever. But apparently, both the manga and the light novel are still releasing. So, just a random 16 episode season. I mean, I'm not complaining, but still. I wonder if perhaps Bye Bye Earth Season 2 is gonna jump into the same slot left by Arifureta. Because Bye Bye Earth, both seasons, I believe, are 10 episodes each. So, maybe. Maybe that's what it's gonna be. I don't know. Roar of Revolution. Alrighty then. Let's watch it again, shall we? There's probably not gonna be all that much to talk about, honestly. This was basically an introductory episode, right? Telling us basically a very quick summary of what happened in season 2, and I'm very grateful for that because I really forgot about most of those things. I really thought that season 2 ended at this scene. I don't know why, but that's what I thought. But yeah, of course, later there was the attack by demons. There was this dude. There was the whole like betrayal, right, of one of their classmates, right? There was that whole song and dance thing. Yeah, taking one of his classmates, right? Kaori died and then was resurrected as the Apostle of God or whatever that was. Two more labyrinths. Cool OP. Nothing like super to write home about. I really think that openings in season 1 and season 2 were better than this, or at least more memorable. But I mean, it's fine. An opening does not a show make. Yeah, that's the demon dude who survived. I mean, evidently. Princess. I guess she also was involved, wasn't she? Yeah, and a bunch of his classmates learned the truth about God, right? Or at least some of the truth. And that's why they are here on board of the plane now. Yeah, something along those lines. A militaristic empire who gets a bunch of slaves and whatnot, which makes us not feel bad whenever we slaughter its population. uh, yeah, a bunch of imperial soldiers. This dude also appeared in the opening, if I'm not mistaken. So he's probably gonna lose his head eventually, either at Shia's hands or at Hajime's, I'd say. And of course, ever the idealist, right? The the Great Labyrinth can wait. We gotta save the beastmen who are being enslaved, and of course Hajime is having none of that, right? Because it's not along the way. He doesn't really give a fuck. He's not gonna be doing a detour unless it's the people he knows. Then he's absolutely gonna make a detour. Then he's absolutely gonna hold his search of the labyrinth. Then he's absolutely gonna get involved. That's actually cool. You know, I actually like this aspect about Hajime. He's not even a. I call him a good boy and the goodest boy and whatnot, but it's not even that, right? Like he's not. He's not like Naofumi from Shield Hero, for example, right? Who's gonna scowl, who's gonna grit his teeth, but still he's gonna do the right thing, right? He's still gonna do the good thing, even though it doesn't concern him, even though he has no stakes in it. Someone's gotta be the hero here, right? Like, you shouldn't have opened the tomb. God damn it! But fuck it, I'm gonna do it, right? That's kind of his approach here. Not so much in case of Hajime. He legitimately doesn't give a fuck until it's actually one of his who's involved in the whole conundrum. Then he absolutely gives a fuck. Or if Yue asks him to get involved, or if Shea asks him to get involved, right? Then he's gonna get involved. Without that sort of a reason to do that, without that sort of an impulse, yeah, if those were just completely, random beastmen, or if he didn't see this scene, right? Or if he didn't know that she has parents were kidnapped or whatever, or taken prisoner, right? Then he probably wouldn't have done anything. Might have shot that one dude just for the sake of it, but besides that, they would be just on their way. But because the people he knows are involved, he's getting involved as well. He can make this crazy powerful thing and is super powerful himself, then why is he so calm about all of this? How can he so easily give up on them? Well, here's the thing, the world is not entitled to his strength, right? Like, that strength is his. As you said yourself, he can make this crazy powerful thing, and he is super powerful himself, yes? So what? He still has his, full autonomy if he doesn't want to do anything with that power, if he wants to lay on a beach with a drink, with a little like paper umbrella and a wedge of lemon, and just sip on that the whole day, I mean, that's his right to do so. Just because he can, interact, just because he can use his power and throw his weight around for good doesn't mean he has to. He knows the truth, yeah. He acts calm, but is actually always desperate, yes, but not for the benefit of the world, essentially. As she says, later on, he's desperate for just one single goal, saving him and his. That's it. Right? His approach isn't, I can save the people, I have the power to kill the baddies, so I will kill the baddies, I will become a vigilante. No, his thinking is, I can kill the baddies, great for when they stand in my way. Right? His goal doesn't change. The fact that he has the power to act doesn't compel him to act. Yeah, that's not what he gained his powers for. Everything from eating monster meat, from drinking holy water, from replacing his arm from losing his arm, from losing his eye, everything that he did from the very moment he fell into the pit was for the sake of survival and survival alone. You can't you can't talk him into fighting for your ideals, basically, because they are not his. Lana and Mina, right? Yeah, not an issue for them whatsoever. Yeah, very rigorous training by Hajime, paid off really well. I love how everybody just thinks he's one massive chuni and he absolutely despises that. Then again, stop dressing like a chuni. People are not gonna be calling you a chuni. It's again as simple as that. Less of an edgy cloak, right? Less of an edgy arm. Maybe replace this black and red color scheme with, I don't know, silver and gold, or like white ceramic coating with blue elements or something like that, right? There are ways to make your outfit a little bit less toony, but he just doesn't. Yeah, it does make you aliens here in this scenario, absolutely. I'm gonna go back here a little bit. I really thought that he's just gonna throw a rod from God at them. It really wouldn't surprise me if he eventually built some sort of a system like that. Like a bunch of fucking satellites around Earth just prepared for an RFG strike. If you're not familiar with Rod from God or RFG, it's a hypothetical weapon who, I mean, nobody made yet. Which is basically a bunch of either satellites or just free floating tungsten rods in orbit, and then those rods are being deorbited very rapidly, and as they strike the ground, they get enough speed because of the mass, because of the acceleration and stuff like that, that they deliver an explosion basically equal to a nuke without using any like radioactive isotopes whatsoever. Just a regular fucking piece of tungsten rebar essentially drops like a rod from God above. Hence the name. An encounter with the unknown. Yeah. Everybody gets their own chuny ass names. Baldfeld the Executioner, Lanain Ferina the Swift Gale, Minasteria the Skybreaker. God damn it. They have some, They had a muse to figure those names out. Nash, Nash, Neshutatrum of the external murder, a name that doesn't make any sense whatsoever fucking ever. But of course, Red Rondo of Death or White Fang Hurricane. How about White Fang of Death, maybe? Huh? Or Red Rondo Hurricane. I mean, Rondo, Hurricane, both around. Those are also options, aren't they? He's really never escaping the Chuny allegations. Absolutely never. Also, I love how much they love their names to like always use their full form, right? Like he's not calling out Neshutatrum or Nesh or Neshu or whatever kind of thing. No, the full name, Neshutatrum of the external murder. Even when they argue about those things, they still have, enough respect for each other that they use the full proper names. Yeah, Belittled. Started not because of the Empire, but because of demons who brought unknown monsters with them. Right, and those unknown monsters attacked both the rabbit lands, which weakened them, and the Empire land, which made them desperate, basically. Yeah, used up all weapons to defeat a horde of monsters, and then the Empire decided to show up to resupply, and bring back more laborers and whatnot, because after the raid by monsters, the Empire's cities probably need rebuilding, and who's better to be carrying bricks around than a nice, beast man with a nice collar on their neck. Yeah, they were also attacked by a horde of powerful and unknown monsters. That unknown part worries me. It probably shouldn't, because I mean Hajime's just gonna double tap everything that comes his way, so it's whatever really. But it's interesting that the demons would be like this forward, right? Like all this time it seems that the demons worked mostly in the shadows, right? Mostly covertly, right? Sweet talking someone into doing their bidding, or maybe taking mind controlling someone to do that, right? Plotting to kill the princess of a country in some sort of a elaborate scheme. But this time around, the demons just grabbed a bunch of monsters and just started steamrolling through the land, which is unlike them so far. And I wonder what brought that on. Either desperation for some reason, or they were ordered to do that by the god, maybe. I don't think Hajime would be like the direct reason here. Like, the demon guy absolutely hates his gods, sure, but I don't think he would do that just on the off chance that the raid might encounter Hajime. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what's the reason behind that. Yeah, and of course they're not only taking laborers, because, of course. Yeah, and the chief and a bunch of strongest warriors were mysteriously disappeared. This is great. No reaction. So much pain in his voice. Bartverdo. Alright, I'm just gonna call you Bartfeld. If you don't react to fucking Bartverdo, alright, have it your way. That's great. Prioritize the labyrinth? No, we're not doing that. I love that it's like the direct and exact opposite of what Koki tried to talk him into, right? Koki was like, labyrinth can wait, let's save the beastmen, right? But those beastmen were like just a vague concept to Hajime essentially. But once the people he knows are involved, it's Hajime now, The labyrinths can wait, let's save the Beastmen, and it's Shea doing the opposite, prioritize the labyrinths, the Beastmen can wait. Really cool, like, complete reversal. The moment someone Hajime knows is involved, everything just completely, reverses. Yeah, of course she's worried, but she's finding it hard to admit it. And now that she did admit it, that she's worried about them, that she wants to save them, now Hajime has like a full and proper casus belli, essentially. And until this point, it was, it's annoying that the Empire would, do that to my people, because the rabbits are essentially his people at this point, and I should probably do something about it. But now that she asked him to do that, essentially, well, I mean, now I gotta do it. Now I have no choice. You're really giving me no choice right now. We're just gonna ruffle stomp the Empire. And yeah, it doesn't seem like the soul of the chief has been broken. He's pretending, right? Laid down his ears meekly, right? Oh no, Mr. Guard, please don't hit me anymore. I can't take it. The moment the guard goes away, oh yeah, everything according to Keikaku. I made it inside. Now time to rip and tear until it is done. They thought their walls are gonna protect them. Well, I'm inside their walls now. Very surprising ED. Not musically, but like artistically, I gotta say. Like, there's plenty of fan service in this show, but I did not expect like full fucking pin-ups in the ED. Like sure. Why not? Roar of Revolution. That's the next episode. Alrighty. And with the episode of Arifureta, now I would like to... This one? Firefox has an update. Yeah, sure. I mean, update yourself. Why not? Be my guest. Third season. Yada yada. Basically the same exact description as usual. 16 episodes. That's very interesting. Still studio Asreed. Right? Asreed made the previous ones as well. Yeah, all the second season special, the OVA movie kind of thing. Season 1 as well, on all the specials of season 1. Yeah, nothing changed in that regard. They are not making many anime, are they? Like one release a year. Well, Arifureta season 3 was 2 years in the making, apparently. I mean, cool. That's, perfectly fine by me. So it hasn't been 3 years. It's been like 2 years since this one aired. Oh, it aired in winter season, so like early in the year. And now we are late in the year, so yeah, basically 3 years. Whatever. A lot of producers. Hopefully that doesn't mean that there were like too many cooks in the kitchen. Probably not. I mean, just a single studio, so... recommended. This one with the dude who does like status effects. The manga was cool. I can recommend you watch this anime as well. Because yeah, as I said, it was cool. Just the perfect amount of edgy and like wish fulfillment fantasy. This one, some sort of a cheat skill because of course, Tate no Yusha because of course. I'm not familiar with Seirei Gensoki. Maybe I should familiarize myself with it. I don't know, we'll see. Anti-hero, male protagonist, magic, isekai, heterosexual, kemono-mimi, demons, female harem, monster girl, vampire, guns. Do I dare reveal the spoilers? Let's not. Huh. This might be cool. Some dude gets transported into an isekai world with his childhood friend and enrolls into a magic academy. Sure. What would I want to see? The staff. Just very quickly. Mostly OP and ED. Nobody's listed for the ED, curiously. Ryo Takahashi, Mindarin, and Kokki Aoki are doing the opening. Ryo Takahashi did music for Windbreaker, for Ruby insert song arrangements. Would you look at that? For Healer, damn, that was a lot of songs in Healer Girl. I've not seen it, but is it a musical or something? Music for second season as well. Music for the first season, sure enough, and also opening for the first season. ED and OP for Princess Principal, curiously enough as well. Mindarin, opening here also Tensura, OP for Shy. Second season of Arifureta, Sakugan did not work on the first season. And Kon Yaoki for music for Arknights, the ending. OP and ED for Princess Principal as well. And the first season of Arifureta, not the second one. I wonder if maybe my anime list is gonna have the ED listed. Season 3, please. Where's the staff? There it is. So voice actors, producer, theme song performance. Doberman Infinity is also listed here. Rike, Takahashi Ryo. We have went through Takahashi Ryo. There's no differentiation between OP and ED, it seems, on my anime list, which kind of sucks, but Doberman Infinity presumably did the ED here. Also, yeah, ED, theme song performance ED. Also, Go-Go Adam and Duel Masters Kingi, which I'm not familiar with whatsoever. And Rike only doing the ED here. Alright. Original story character design, that hasn't changed. I wanna see if the director and the scriptwriter maybe have changed by chance. And sure, chief animation director, since they're already here. Akira Iwanaga, directing Arifureta Season 3, also director of Saikyou no Paladin second season. Director on the Arifureta movie, a director on the second season. Not involved in the first season, seemingly, which is good, I'd say. Good and not good. Good because season 1 suffered a lot from absolute garbage tier CG. Season 2, when Akira Iwanaga got involved, got much better looks. Chances are he's gonna bring those looks to this season as well. Maybe. It's not exactly the director's job, right? But the director has a lot to say on the topic of, the aesthetic of the show, so to speak. Not good, because if there was one qualm I would have about Arifureta Season 2, is that it kind of rushed through things at times, and I really relied a lot on people filling me in the comments, right? That, oh, well, you were confused. How did they get from point A to point B? Well, in the novels, yada, 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 right? There was a lot of that, so hopefully this season being 16 episodes is gonna alleviate that issue. I don't know. It could be that instead of getting season, then special, then movie, like we did with season 2, we're just gonna get 16 episodes, and the special and whatever else is gonna be just rolled into it. Shoichi Sato doing script and composition here. Also, the movie, also Arifureta both seasons. Also worked on a bunch of Galaxy Angel shows, which I'm not familiar with, and Shakugan no Shana, script for a couple of episodes, and Mirai Nikki, and Chika Kojima, character design and chief animation director for Arifureta, also in the same for the movie and the season 2 and the season 1. Nothing changed there. It seems like the old guard is back again. Anybody else? I mean, original story and original character design, none of that has changed, has it? Any new characters on the list of characters? I don't think so, and I really don't think that anybody's VAs changed. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not going to be going through them all. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, fuck it. Real quick, real quick. Just in case something has changed in that regard. Yuki Kuwahara as Yue, also as Toru in Dragon Maid. Movie announced. Cool. Also, yeah, Yue in second season, Yue in second season, Toru, Yue in season 1 as well. Nothing changed there. Hajime voiced by Toshinari Fukamachi. Yeah, Hajime in the second season. Art the Meteor as well, from another like Chuni-ish isekai show, and sure enough, Hajime in season 1 as well. Saori Onishi, the voice of Kaori here, the voice of Kaori in season in the movie, yeah, the voice of Kaori in season 2, and the voice of Kaori in season 1, presumably as well. Presumably as well, indeed. And a bunch of other roles. Minami Takahashi, the voice of Shia. Also the voice of Beatrix from Zone 100. Just real quick. Also Shia in the movie in the second season. Lukoa. So both Kobayashi and Lukoa are starring here. Cool. I wonder if Mew is maybe the same voice actress as Kanna. That would be something. Whislash in Arc Knights, curiously enough. And sure enough, Shia also in season 1. Yoko Hikasa, the voice of Tio. Also the voice of plenty other distinguished Ojo-samas like Freya from Danmachi. Who else do we have here? Yeah, Maizuru from Dungeon Meshi. Majo from Goblin Slayer. Kelsey from Arc Knights apparently. And my bet is the same for season 2. Yeah, season 2 as well. Same role. And season 1. And season 1. Yumiri Hanamori as Shizuku. Also someone from Magie Lumiere. Nadeshiko from Yuru Camp. Has she appeared in season 2? I'm not sure. Akira in Yofukashi no Uta. Yeah, season 2, Shizuku as well. Yeah, so I mean, safe to assume nothing changed there. Yui Ogura, the voice of Miyu. The voice of Shiroko from Blue Archive. Rosmontis from Arc Knights. The Loli Baba from Masamune-kun Revenge. And Sana Futaba from Magia Record. Yeah, I forgot what her portrait looks like, but presumably she also worked on season 2 as well. Aika Akuma as Aiko. And Frostleaf from Arc Knights, Franka from Arc Knights, Unicorn from Azure Lane, and sure enough, season 2 as well. Tetsuya Kakihara, the voice of Koki, sorry. Julius from Vistoria, curiously. Natsu from Fairy Tail. Koki from the second season, yeah, so nothing changed in that regard either. Noriko, Shiba, Saki, the voice of Liliana, also the voice of Liliana in season 2, and she hasn't appeared in season 1. Ryuichi Kijima, voice of Ryutaro, also voice of Ryutaro, and also voice of Ryutaro, so nothing changed. And Ayasa Ito, the voice of Suzu, also the voice of Arifureta from Elfsign wa Yasara Renai. I haven't seen it. I probably should eventually. Beanstalk from Arknights. Also, season 2 of Arifureta. Nothing changed. And season 1 of Arifureta. Okay, so the entirety of the voice cast is back. Right. So, I mean, it was a good opening episode, for sure. We got a brief reintroduction. Well, not even a reintroduction. We got a brief reminder of what happened in season 2, which I really do appreciate. And I also appreciate that it wasn't too long of a reminder, right? They didn't spend like half an episode doing recaps, but just a quick, we were there, we were there, we were there, this happened, done. Cool. I like it that we didn't waste time in this episode on doing all of that. And at the same time, we got just about enough information to stir those synapses in the brain and remember what happened, more or less, right? We got also some nice reintroduction to like character dynamics a little bit, right? Everybody had a chance to show their personality a little bit. They had a chance to banter with each other and form those dynamics. So that also works really well as a bit of a reminder. And immediately in episode 1, we already have a goal, right? It's already been established. Our friends, the bunnies, need our help rescuing their captain, their leader, whatever. We gotta go there and rescue him. Cool. And it's not something to be taken for granted. I found recently when watching Mao 2099. A good show, it seems to me, right now at least. But the big fault of Mao 2099, the first episode, was that it didn't really introduce like immediate direct direction for the show, for the actions of the characters there, right? Like it established the world and the characters, but where do we go? What do we do? Hasn't been established yet. Probably something for episode 2, but it wasn't a double release, so we gotta wait a week for that. Not the case here, which I really, really like, right? This episode really worked well as an opening episode. Simple as that. Gave us just enough information to figure things out for ourselves, got us just enough of a reminder, and established the storyline, where the story is gonna go for the foreseeable future. I couldn't have wanted anything more from it, honestly. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm probably gonna enjoy future episodes as well, all 16 of them, which is odd. We'll see what's the deal with that. And I hope you did enjoy that too. But right now, I think that's gonna be it. So how about you? Tell me in the comments down below, what did you think of this episode, of my reaction, my theories, stuff like that? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? What do you think of this series as a whole? I'm curious to think. Yeah, great. To hear your thoughts in the comments. No spoilers, please. Spoilers can go to my Discord if you'd like, where there are like channels and stuff, and you can post spoilers and there are tags and whatnot. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to be notified of future videos, not only Arifureta, but also Mao 2099, Dandadan, Mecha Ude, Mahonare. Anything else? I'm forgetting something. And something else. But right, yeah, subscribe. Click the bell to be notified when those videos go up, and when I go live, because I do stream sometimes. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon, YouTube, down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word. It costs you absolutely nothing and helps the channel an awful lot. And with that out of the way, I think that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my wonderful Patreons: QB, Zerene, Yuki Alay, Dr. Watt, Akamasur, Marsh, Fassel, and Hans Peter. And you can join them if you want without having to run from the bunnies.